welcome to my channel. My name is Eleni and today I'm going to create a brush holder with air drying clay and a face that I created by using the silicone mold that you can see in the video. The face is now dry and I'm also using a wooden christening favor to make the process easier. Here in Greece they give out these favors filled with white sugared almonds to all the guests, and I ended up with 4 of these, so today I thought I would use it as a base for my brush holder. I'm a self-taught clay user, if there is such a thing, so I just improvise whenever I play with clay, and here I use a little bit of glue to make it all stick together, but I think it could also work the same without the glue. I'm using water to add pieces of clay and to smooth it all out. So some say that you should not use a lot of water with clay, but I find that this helps me to make it as smooth as I want, and it also saves me from having to use the sandpaper after it is dry to smooth it out. Also, I've never had problems with any cracks during the drying. I use a brand called DAS, D-A-S, and it's made in Italy. It's an air drying clay and I mostly use the white one, but also the terracotta one that is brown, and it's the one I'm using here so that you can see the face better during the process. The face is made with the white one. I have some baking decor tools that I use here, but you can use whatever you have: knives, forks, pens, pencil caps, whatever. Here I show you how I use the molds, and I used the same process when I did the face. I always put a little bit of oil, any oil will do, in the mold because I find it gives me a better impression. Here it is totally dry. It can take from 1 day up to a few days depending on how thick your clay is. And this is the time to use your sandpaper if you need it. Then you can start with a layer of gesso, but I just start directly with acrylic paints. For this project I used Jane Davenport's acrylics, but any acrylics will do. During this process, I lost some footage due to camera error, so what you did not see is the 2 colors I used for her dress and hair, and the skin colors for her face, and a small permanent marker for her eyes. This is a set of 10 black markers with various nib sizes that work over almost everything. They are called Finishing Line Pens by Davenport. And I will go on with paint markers, and as I said in previous videos, my favorites are by Jane Davenport and Uni Posca, but any brand will do. A fun and easy way to make a smooth skin color is to use pastels, and these are called palette pastels by Davenport. They look like eyeshadows, but they are not. I decide to make her hair darker, and this is how I do that. Now I'm using lighter colors and try to paint only the raised areas for more dimension. For this you have to use a dry brush and pick up just a small amount of paint. And then I will also use an iridescent color just because I like it. And it's time for embellishments. I use the glossy accents as a glue because it dries very fast, but any glue will do. Keep in mind that glossy accents leave a shiny spot sometimes, but I don't mind as I will go over it with shiny varnish in the end. I use all sorts of embellishments, wooden ones that I've painted, small rhinestone stickers, rhinestone trim, glitter, and a lot of nail decorations. I find that they have the right size for this kind of projects. I also go over some parts with a layer of glossy accents as it gives a shiny dimensional look to it. I just make sure I leave every side to dry before continuing on the next. And this is a pearl pen by Pent Art that is great for some 3D effect. I embellished the other sides the same way but off camera, and now I'll do the back side. These are some butterfly buttons that I found on eBay. They are already colored, but I put some rhinestones that are nail decorations on them. Then I use some glossy accents to make the glitter attached to them. And after that I cover the whole area with glossy accents for the shiny dimension I mentioned earlier. And this is how it looks, all finished and dry. Now I'll go over everything with varnish, except the areas that already have glossy accents on them, of course. I use a glossy or a satin varnish for everything except the skin. On the skin I always use a matte varnish because I don't like how it looks otherwise. And this is it. Hope you came along and played with me, and hope you had fun, maybe even learned something. Thank you for being here, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, but also click the bell beside the subscribe button, because this way you will be notified about my new videos. See you soon. Love and kisses.